All right.
Is it start? Is it out? Is it ready? You
Yeah.
recording, both of you? What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is another week. Why are you guys cringing?
Huh?
You didn't
What?
want-
No. This was great. Keep going, keep going.
Nothing.
Another actual cringe podcast. We are missing a pink square today because Asian couldn't join us. Yeah, so it's just the three
busy.
guys. The Oreo cookie right now.
All
we got the
right.
two brown guys.
All right. All
I
right.
don't know about that.
All right.
I don't know about that.
I like that. And like that, we can end the podcast for the week. The fucking Oreo, dude. Are you dead ass?
I'm MrRoadblock.
I just imagine all three of our faces and then an Oreo that goes down.
I thought we were introducing ourselves.
Thumbnail for the. Sorry, I gotta get this out of my system. Thumbnail for the week. Thumbnail.
All right.
It's gonna be your face compressed, my face compressed, and then Doc's face compressed,
Flat fucking Oreo.
Oh man.
and then just a big number in the top right. Yeah, you're NightmareFrame, right? What do you do?
Yeah, and there's already a lot of memes of me anyway, so yeah.
There we go. I'm
So I'm the NightmareFrame guy. Next person.
I'm the filling on the Oreo. I'm Roadblock. Yo, in case you couldn't tell, my friends.
I'm the bottom filling of the Oreo.
You're a bottom? Whoa, you guys. Oh.
Guys, hey,
Hey, man.
shit.
Hey, man.
Whoa. Holy
Yeah.
fuck, we can't have anything.
What was it last time? Actually, no, wait. No, I'm going to shut the fuck up.
What?
Let's not, no,
What do you mean, what was
what
it
are you
last
gonna say?
time?
No. Last time we talked about road and, no.
Have you noticed every podcast we end up bullying Road?
Bullying?
Some way.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are you dead ass?
First it was
Yeah, what about the pregnant chick we were all talking about?
Yeah,
these
the
for,
pregnant chick he's
4
into.
weeks?
okay, that's you.
Yeah,
It was
you
like
did that
Road's
to yourself.
Food,
Well,
Road's
the food
eating
I think
habits,
was just interesting.
and
Him
Road's
being a Jew.
what?
Holy fuck,
We
dude.
bullied him about that last podcast.
What the fuck, man? Well, this isn't getting
That was
uploaded.
so random,
Oh
dude.
my god.
That shit.
Dude,
Alright,
we've
my bad.
been recording for 2.5 minutes. And already we brought up an Oreo between the three of us and me
Actually,
possibly being Jewish.
I mean, you kind of look Jewish, so like you would pass off. You got the little stub there. Yeah, he's got facial hair now.
Yeah, because I haven't
grown up.
shaved, and then they're like,
He was an
guys,
actual
don't
man
shave
now.
it, Road. It looks all right on you, man. And I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, I'll
it's
take your
alright.
word for it.
Yeah.
Do it on camera, dude.
I save 5
Yeah.
minutes in the morning
Just
and
shave it
whatever.
in person, but don't.
Yeah, all
Shave
you're
it in
missing now is
person?
braces, and you just look like you're.
I actually haven't been to the dentist in, I think it's
Don't,
been,
please. That is not a flex.
I
in
think
any
it's been
shape or
almost
form.
14 years.
Oh my god,
Okay.
dude.
So
You all need to go to the dentist.
haven't been
I
to the
actually do
dentist in a
gotta go
while
because
myself.
I've got a thing
I
in the
need, like-
back.
I needed like a cleaning, I guess.
I got you. I could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I got
don't
toothbrush.
brush my teeth.
I got a toothbrush.
Oh, was that teeth whitening, whatever the fuck, you know?
I don't know. It always tastes horrible. I've got bad memories of the dentist.
Yeah.
14 years
I
ago.
don't mind the dentist.
That's because
Yeah,
you go regularly.
Then again, my dentist is kind of hot, so I don't mind going there.
So,
Yo, pics or doesn't exist.
yeah, I was gonna say that's like the exact thing of like, oh, I'm going out with this girl. Don't worry, she's from another school. You don't know her. It's all right. You'd never
It's like,
know.
what do you mean?
Like, yeah.
You know what's funny? I was actually dating a girl from another school.
Yep, of course you were. I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it was great, man.
Actual thing. It
Uh-huh.
was right after I broke up with my other girl. Right? We did that. Remember that thing I told you about the band
Breakdance,
the live
the live. Have we shown that on the
yeah.
podcast?
No, I don't think we have.
Oh, we should.
yeah,
We
during
should.
that
Well,
performance.
we'll link a video.
I hooked up with that chick. She was from a different school, so it was like a bunch of schools all together
Yep.
in that area.
Yep.
Different bands from different schools.
And because you
yeah.
were the greatest band in the
Yeah.
mosh pit, you won. You
Dude, that
beat
was a-
every other band in the village.
You know what's funny? We were the only one that did a metal performance with like screams, growls, and a friggin' solo. And we actually
A lot
got
of
people
dancing,
to
too.
jump. Yeah, we actually got people to get off their seats. Everyone else is like, "Oh my god, that's nice. It's so nice." Yes. Next.
I actually did a talent show. I did a talent show once, and it was
Yeah?
exactly that.
Really? What
Yeah.
was that?
I
was
just
your
I did I. Not good. It's hard to explain.
Well, no, what did you do, like performance-wise?
I basically so when I was a kid. Does anyone know? You guys know those big balancing balls?
The medicine
Okay.
ball?
yeah, medicine
did
ball.
You put were you standing like on a plank or something trying to balance on the ball?
No. I'd do tricks on it. I'd like flip on it.
Sit on them and everything too, right?
Yeah. It's literally just those. Because my mom was a teacher, so we got to take like one of them home. And so I was sitting there like I just bounce and I'd start doing like backflips or something, not like standing on them, but like backward rolls on them and stuff. And I just like, yeah, this is great. And they were like a talent show. I was like, yeah, I could just fuck it. I could do that. Why not? It's elementary school.
Confidence is insane in here.
Oh, it's all I have. It's all I have. I just fucking forward and backward rolls on them. I don't know. I thought it was fun.
Did you?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I had a bunch of buddies go up with me, and they just did a bunch of random shit.
He didn't win. He didn't win.
There wasn't a winning thing. It was just like, do your shit.
Participation trophy.
Okay.
A talent show? I don't know. I don't think there was any awards. I didn't care. I had fun. I don't know.
I mean, we had a talent show, and
you win?
Again, it was we didn't win. Unfortunately, it was too rowdy because it was. Damn it! It was another like band performance. We performed one Linkin Park song, "A Place for My Head."
Yo,
you know that song, like with the
Holy
rapping,
shit.
and then it gets all like, let's say it gets a bit screamy near the end.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of parents are like, "Oh my god, what are they
He's got
doing?"
the devil. The devil's
First,
in that boy.
You know what's really cool, right? It started off with the rap, and everybody was like, "Wow, I didn't think it would be that cool," right? You know that song, dun 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 dun, that song, right? So it went from that to
Scream
near the end, where it had that screaming session.
Oh no.
Oh, but there were some kids who were up there like going, "Yeah!" Some other people like, "Oh my god, no."
You need to calm down.
Some of the parents were like, "Okay, that's pretty nice. Now bring on the next one."
Oh,
and then,
Jesus.
Of course, guess who won? The freaking 6 kids who did like a breakdancing thing.
Breakdancing was kind of big when I was a kid.
It was fucking good. Like I wanted to do it, but then I was like, "You know what? I will follow the Linkin Park."
Yeah, you stay true, stay loyal.
Dude.
No, fuck. When I was a kid, like in elementary school, like there was a breakdancing teacher that would come in after school. Yeah, he had like the whole fucking school in there. They'd like clear out the cafeteria so he could do his thing. Yeah,
okay.
It was there was so many kids. I'm sure like it's like one of those things as a kid you're like everyone's here, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you get older. Like I've returned to my elementary school. I'm like, I was short as shit, man. Oh my god, I am a giant.
Dude, now that you remind me of the breakdancing thing, and so we had something like a little competition in the cafeteria. It was with 3 classes, right?
Yeah.
So there was like 7A, 7C, and 7E, right?
Yeah.
So we were doing our breakdancing, and unfortunately, I had to say something stupid.
Man, that's a habit that don't break.
I was like, because we popped off so hard, right?
Yeah.
We did all the things. Everybody was like, "Yeah," clapping, and then I had to say, "Yo, 7E sucks." And
Oh no!
like, yeah, and the teacher's like, "Oh no, disqualified."
Seriously?
No. Yeah. So we lost because I said that.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was like, no. We were in the moment, like we're kids.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on,
It's like, all right, enough of that. Just be like, all right. You win. Just Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like,
Fuck.
But you know, everybody knew like we won. We did the thing.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
I did that with the pacer test. I was like,
what test?
The pacer test. So
Don't know what that is.
basically, you go to like one end. You start at one end of the gym. There's the end of the gym, and then you just it beeps. You got to run in time till the end of the beep, and you just go till you can't.
Okay.
It's called the pacer test. But I got to like 100 and something.
He might actually remember.
I'm not gonna do the fucking pacer test.
Oh man.
No, you go. Yeah, pretty much.
Beep. It's like that hearing test. You know,
Yeah, schizophrenia.
like what the fuck is that?
No, but I got to like 100 and something, and the only other person, like I was trying to beat one other kid in the entire school, and then I walked up to him after, like before recess, and I was like, dude, I'm just saying, I kicked your ass in that test. Like I was like, dude, I got to a number, and he's like, oh cool, and walked away, and I was like, he knows. He knows. He knows. I was the only person in that entire school that gave a shit. Everyone else got to like, I think like they like got enough so it was like, all right, we like participated, and I was just like, I gotta go. I have to go. This is my mission in life.
Dude. Speaking of running, I remember when I was still in track, and we were doing our runs. And we're just jogging like around this massive field, right? So I was just like competing with this other kid. This other kid was like way faster, and he was like so good. And I hated that I couldn't beat him in a race. So he just did like 10 laps and was like, I'm like, fuck that guy. I'm like, I kept on going. I did 14 laps. And dude, have you ever had your forehead like pulsating?
Yes.
And you were so hot and sweating. I was completely out of it. I'm like, the teacher's like, calm down. I was like, doesn't matter. I did 14 laps. I'm gonna go one more. I didn't make it.
Shocker.
Like fuck that. I'm like, my legs.
Yeah, like you get like one step off, you're like, all right, I've done enough.
We're actually good friends, but I just couldn't take it that he was faster than me.
I get that.
Yeah, I was kind of competitive back then.
Oh, I'm so competitive.
Still am, a little bit, kinda.
Over the stupidest shit too. The stupidest shit. I'm like, oh, that guy was able to drink 8 waters. I'm gonna do 9. Fuck that guy.
Exactly.
Fuck that guy.
I did something stupid like that with a fucking Pepsi can.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like, can you chug this? I'm like, yeah.
Without burping or whatever?
The thing is, I was in so much pain because I was trying to burp. Because I drank all of it and I had this like buildup in gas in my stomach.
Yeah.
And like this part was in so much fucking pain. I was like, then when I burped, it was just like,
yeah. I've had those.
So satisfying. And of course, the 2 girls like, ew, that's nasty. I'm like, shut
have
the fuck up.
Have you ever like forgotten, like been at like a family function, and like you're around your family, so you're like you start getting a little too comfortable. Like burping's like one of those things. Like I like burp around my family just
for me
sometimes.
It's manners. I just burp.
Yeah, but it's not like they're like that's funny or it's just fucking disgusting. Like Jesus Christ, Michael, please. So I've had that happen like at like family functions where I'm just like, I just do whatever and just boom, and it's just like everyone just like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
At least you didn't fart in front of them, fucking Nutty Professor style.
Oh, dude. Could you imagine that? I mean, like if you're like a child, it's like, it's kids being kids, sick, like 5-year-old or something.
As a kid to like chew my food because at like every function we go, she'd be so embarrassed because I'm just like.
Oh, you just
that was me too, dude. Man.
Oh no!
Like, slow the fuck down! Everybody's looking at you. You're not even taking a single bite. She's like, it's embarrassing.
I can fucking relate to that.
Oh no! You guys didn't even chew. I got a small mouth, so I mean, like, I just can't. I have to chew.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about food, man. You guys are freaks. Oh my god! You're not even chewing.
Dude, I remember, I used to scoff down food because we're at this party, right? And I was asking my mom for ice cream for the past like 3 days, and she said no. And we finally went to a birthday party, right? And they had ice cream cake, man.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh no!
I grabbed the cake.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait, with your hands? Oh my god!
I was 6 years old, man.
You starved creature.
They always remind me of that shit. I'm like, did you know you just fucking grabbed?
Oh no, dude.
That is horrible, dude.
If I had ever been in like a birthday party, and if I had ever done that, I think I would have been shot. like, oh my god.
Luckily, they had more than one cake.
Okay, so that's good.
It wasn't.
Did you get that whole one?
It wasn't a cake for
So
the no,
wait,
no, no,
it was
no.
a full cake, and you just put your hand in it and just grab that shit.
Yeah, in the edge. So there was like
Oh,
there
okay.
was
You didn't like
4
go
cakes.
scrape from the middle and just like
I thought
scoop.
they gave him a cut up cake, and he just decided to pick
Yeah,
it up
yeah.
and
You
start
just
eating it
started
like that.
excavating.
No, it was an actual cake. So the
Oh,
main
God.
birthday cake where they blow the candles that came afterwards. It
Yeah.
was just the cake they were serving to people, and I was like,
Should have been like, Mom, it's your fault. You didn't feed me fucking ice cream for
Yeah,
3
Oh
days.
my god.
bro, I got whooped. I'm like, you embarrass me like that? You know how Arab
You
parents get like,
creature.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. Like, my mom's even now actually sometimes I get so like because we're dancing or something, it's a party and I don't realize what the fuck I'm doing. My mom's just looking at me like, dude, you are fucking eat your food properly, and I'm just stuffing down fucking naan like it's
Doesn't matter
nothing,
how
dude.
old you are.
Dude.
Mom's always like come at you with like the
My mom
weirdest
will
things.
find a way to find something.
Oh my
wrong
God,
with my
yeah.
shit.
Either they embarrass you or you embarrass them. Okay, what they find embarrassing is just you being normal.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
But for
True.
them, when they embarrass you, it's them like fucking talking so loud, pointing out your mistakes in front of everybody. I'm like, oh my god,
Exactly.
please.
I've had that
stop.
exact thing of like, I just hope she doesn't talk about this. Like,
They
Or the
do.
fact that like they talk about someone else's kid, and like, oh my god, look at what he's done, and I'm like, okay,
Mm.
okay, I see how it is.
Oh, bro.
hearing someone
They
be
do
like,
that.
what are you doing? Like, all right, mom, fuck off.
Like, this man's going to fucking night school. He's getting a PhD at like 15. I'm like, Mom, first of all, that man's on drugs. I know for a fact. 'cause I've seen his dealer.
That man is inhaling Adderall.
You know what's funny? One of my cousins, right? My mom was always like saying, "Why don't you be like him?" You
Oh
know?
god.
He studies like okay. The thing is, he's a fucking genius, right? He's got this massive IQ. He graduated.
Why aren't
early.
you a genius, Knight? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
like a fucking civil engineer.
Yeah.
And now he's a bum for some reason. He just left his thing. He doesn't want to work. I'm like, yeah. Who are you comparing to now, huh, Mom?
Oh god. Mine that I get mine these days that I get annoyed at is like I'm like, oh, okay, mom, I can't do that right now. I'm fucking exhausted. And she's like, you're 21. You can't be exhausted. I'm doing
my
all
God.
these things, and I'm like,
I
okay.
remember. Oh,
Me
shit,
being 21 does not disqualify the fact that I am busy. I have done things. I am very tired right now. It is 8 p.m. I have put in a full day here. Like it's like, oh, it's just
You're
like,
not putting
yeah.
enough work.
I
That's
wake
what
up
it
at
is.
I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. You know,
Yeah,
I do
Yeah, then you take a
this.
midday nap
I
at
do
3.
that. I do this.
That's my dad. My
know?
dad's like, oh, guys, I wake up at like 5, 6 a.m. every day. Yeah, except you take that 3 p.m. to like 6 p.m. nap. How about that one?
oh,
We're not gonna talk
it's not
about
even that. It's not even. I'm not even trying to like straw man argument her. I'm just like, okay, like, look, I get it. You're older than me, but man, I still get tired. I'm not like the Energizer Bunny here. I can't just put a cord up my ass and keep going.
No,
I
the
need
thing
some
is,
rest.
You need a battery, not a cord.
Hey, well, you get what I mean, though, man.
Your mom's
It's
just
like,
built different, dude.
No, and here, you have to realize, right? Back then was completely different. There are things that just were different.
mm,
You have to realize food was different, nutrition was different, the way you did things was different. Now there's so much shit that fucks with you that completely depletes your energy or gives you too much energy. You have like a quick high,
oh yeah,
and so is
yeah.
the down.
So society's a problem, not me.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
pretty
but it's
much.
like I get up at for work at 3
Right,
a.m.
right.
and then
That's
it's
my excuse.
well, I work 3 a.m. till 9. I go lift, I go stream, and then I'm like
Hey,
getting
Road,
towards the end
who
of the day.
actually lift, huh?
What?
Back in my days, we didn't lift. We just worked the extra
Well, I
shift.
just walked on my hands to school back in the day. I didn't need to lift.
Yeah.
All that
climbed a
protein
mountain.
we
Fucking
ate. What-
house up
I
a
tell you, my
fucking
parents
hill.
climbed a goddamn mountain, fought a mountain
Exactly.
lion, and fought
Exactly.
crocodiles to get to
Fucking
school.
Daniel Boone over here. Like,
I
what the hell, dude?
I remember my dad used to tell me stories like, you know, when I was a kid, I used to swim and catch the fish.
That's
I'm like,
cap. That is so cap, dude.
I mean, he's a good swimmer and all that, right?
I want to do that to my
And-
kids.
and he used to live near the beach,
Just take a
right?
single
So
story.
I'm like, so what? You're flexing that you live near a beach and you're a fucking like Tarzan for the ocean?
Yep.
No, we caught our own fish.
I want to
We
make
fed
up.
ourselves. I'm like, calm down.
I want to make up so much shit about my upbringing. Like, dude, when I was a kid, you guys have it so easy. You got a roof over your head and everything. They used to they threw me to a pack of saber-toothed tigers, man, when I was a kid. Like, you know, like those kids movies where it's like,
I didn't have shit.
yeah, like Tarzan or something. Just show them that, and I was like, see, it actually happens. That's what they did to me too.
Yeah.
Not this. This is a little bit more intense.
Long. Now I'm bald, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not bald though. Hey.
Evidence.
I will never go bald. I'm invincible.
Lift that shit up. Let's see it.
No, I'm good. No, what are you talking about? No. No way, man. What?
Working Mega Mind down here.
You're right. Actually, yeah.
No. Son, don't. Son, we're duct taping your head down. You can't lift your hair, my friend.
We all have weird shit. I got gray hair. You got receding hairline.
I don't have a receding hairline. I just got a fucking hairline, dude. Dude, what the fuck, dude?
It's a genetic deficiency, man. Is what it is.
You got a genetic deficiency. That's what you've got.
Yeah,
I've got weird shoulders. Can't we just focus on my weird shoulders or something?
My hairline is fucked.
Your hairline is fine. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's like all the way back there.
Yeah, okay, Vegeta.
It's like the air.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Way
I
too
have
much.
a
You still
problem
haven't
too.
got Super Saiyan yet.
I have. That's why I've got.
No,
Yes.
yours is not a Vegeta hairline.
No, mine's not a Vegeta hairline.
It's like.
No.
It's
Go
like
on,
a
you say it.
ball.
Say it.
It's like a
Go on,
ball.
say it. Say it. You
Say
fuck.
it.
It's like this.
Say it.
Krillin. It's
Those-
like Krillin's hair.
Like hair.
It's like
Got
when
the
Krillin
6
decided
dots.
to grow hair, man.
Right.
He didn't look bad with hair, dude. All I'm saying.
He did it. I mean,
He didn't.
bagged 18.
I was gonna say how you get
Bro,
you.
like, listen, short guy bagged 18, bro. Like,
Lord,
10
God,
women.
Lord, I have seen what you have done for others.
Dude, they had to give him something. He died like 3 times or some shit.
Yeah, dude, he was past due for happiness. Holy shit, that man rolled a nat 1.
Nat 1 in life and then a nat 20, dude.
That's some funny shit.
It's like, okay, time for Riz.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
like that,
Please.
Nat 20.
I didn't realize Riz meant charisma, and I still hate the word even more now. Like, you guys can't say charisma. It's got to be Riz. You fucking. Oh.
I mean,
It sounds kind of gay to
everything's got-
say that guy has charisma. It's better to. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I don't know.
Kinda
Well, first off, you'd say that guy is charismatic, not charisma. That guy has charisma sounds
I
stupid.
would never say Road is charismatic. That sounds weird.
I think it's just because the word is long.
It's like the word daddy, dude. It's just weird.
Oh, please stop it. Shut up. Oh, no.
What the-
No, dude. We're
What
watching
the-
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, we were watching that
and it was
last
such an
night.
It was such an innocent
You
scene.
fucking too. I can't
And
take you
he
to
said,
anywhere.
"Daddy."
Yeah.
I
And
can't
he
take you
said,
to
"Daddy."
anywhere.
I'm like, no fucking I hate how society fucking ruined that
No,
word.
you and your Coomer brain have ruined that word. I
I
stone
swear to
faced
God.
that shit.
Every time you watch this cringe video, it's like, oh, daddy or whatever. I'm like,
No, not me.
just-
No, I was enjoying the movie, and then
said
I
yesterday.
just hear you cackling in the back.
She's not calling the damn.
This guy was playing
No, it was
Battlefield
like-
42 for the past 50 minutes of the
It was a
movie.
guy calling another grown man daddy. So
It was his father, for fuck's
I
sake.
know, but daddy,
dude. What's wrong
daddy was. I think it's just like it was an innocent word till it got ruined, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
pussy, like a pussycat. But now it's something else.
Vagina.
You know, oh, dude, you know what's the word that really caught me off
with
guard?
that? Or cookie.
What's that?
That's
The word,
also vagina.
the word bussy. I didn't even know what it meant.
like
Right.
bussin' or like
No,
like
no.
word
Wait,
bussy.
Doc, do you not know what bussy means?
no, actually I don't. I
You
live
100% look like a guy.
I swear to God,
who
I was
know
the
what that
same
means.
way, right? When I heard someone, because I do like these, Arab accent. Sometimes I make this funny joke. After that, I hear the word bussy. I'm like, oh, they're just like saying, like pussy. Like, no, bussy
No.
means something else. So I'm like, what the fuck does bussy mean? It's like, you know, a butthole. I'm like, what do you mean butthole? You see how a
Oh.
woman has a pussy, and then I'm like, stop right there. I get it.
It means a boy pussy for those those not putting the two together.
Oh.
But every time I hear it, I can't think of what it actually means. I just think of a scenario where
So you can't be like, you got a good pussy.
Yeah. I just think
because I turned my ISO up, you might actually be able to see me like blushing sometimes now.
Yeah. All right.
And like that, we're not going to heaven.
But seriously, think about it, right?
Dude,
Every time you
I would
hear
have
it,
been happy if I didn't know this information. By the way, I'm just saying.
Too late now.
picture this.
No.
No.
No, dude, not a chance.
Abdullah, going back home with this girl, right? It's like, oh my God, you had a nice time. It was fantastic.
Why do they sound like Valley Girls?
Shut up. She is a white chick.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Thank you for that distinction.
It's time for sexy time. Now let me have that pussy. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What I mean? Right? It's like, I just want the pussy for sexy time. It's like, but I'm a girl. I know you're a woman. That's why I want to see the pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is this an accent joke?
Yeah,
is this an accent joke?
That's why I'm always thinking, right? So she's confused. She doesn't know what that
means. This is how we get our namesake. This is how we figured out the name.
It's like, are you gay? I'm like, no, that's why I wanted the pussy.
Oh, that took me way too long to figure out that was an accent joke.
I wouldn't have figured that out unless
was
you
an
talked
accent
about
joke.
it. I'm gonna be honest.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I thought it was a scenario he would describe that was actually happened.
No,
I mean that's what
happened tonight. That's what happened tonight.
That's what I always think about. Like, imagine that situation until she realizes. Right? He's like, I come here for sexy time. I want to put my penis in your pussy.
Yes. The pajimbas.
Your accent, that's why. I thought, you see.
Didn't you say they were married? Don't you think she'd know that by now?
He's one sexy time. Shut up.
Okay. I'm just trying to establish the timeline.
It's not the joke, it's just
I'm trying to line up where we're at in the manga, all right? That's all it is.
We're basically at Bussy, which is a man-Danish, and let's go to the next topic now.
Yeah, let's stop. Okay, enough talking about the bussy. It's such a funny word, though. Bussy cats. Like, what are you trying to do with that cat?
Can Az save me by chance? Can I get an extraction? Can I exfil from the podcast?
Listen, brother, we must atone.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused. Holy shit!
Heaven anytime soon at all.
No, dude, this ain't gonna look good at the pearly gates.
Going to heaven. I already know that. Shit,
I'll see you in hell, brother.
Shit.
I'm making it, dude. Dude, they can't hold me back. I swear to God.
You get to the fucking.
I've been a good Christian boy.
Desk and everything, and it's like roadblock.
Cringe. What are you, King Yemma? What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck is that?
I can explain that one. I can explain that. Listen, I didn't have a choice. Virtue wasn't convenient that day.
Christ.
It's like we got one. We got another one.
We what?
No, it's like the guy at the desk. You know, the King Yama guy, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Man's just ruining all the fucking.
What?
No.
Anyway, moving on to the next topic, right? We were just thinking about trying out new video games, and Demon himself. Where is Demon? All right, where
Demon himself. He's up here.
For me, he's over here.
No, he's not.
For me, you're here, and then he's here.
You're there. He's here.
Road, you're bottom. You're the bottom today.
All right, guys, fellas, now. Doc, where am I on your screen?
You're
down
at the bottom.
Here. You're always below me. You're always the bottom.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Fuck, you guys are freaks. Bunch of, hey.
Come here.
Easy there, motherfucker.
Stuffed Oreo, except.
My God, bottom stuffed. No!
We just left the bussy. Please stop going back to the bussy.
Christ.
So we're trying out new games, huh, Knight? New games.
So
new games. New fucking games, please.
So being an MMO player for the longest time.
I hope you get better.
Yeah, I know. It's a friggin' disease. a few friends were, recommending to try out this Final Fantasy 14 remake. Or is it remake? No, I don't know.
It's Rebirth.
I heard the graphics.
Rebirth,
shit,
whatever, same shit. All right. I tried it out. It's so boring.
You haven't played that much of it, to be fair.
Dude, listen, I made it to level 6.
You made it to a whole 6 levels, folks. He's played the game. He's had enough.
All right. Here. Not coming, but coming from a background of other MMOs. Okay, so let me list the MMOs I've played, so you know I ain't making this shit up. All right, Whoopam, Lineage 2, Aeon for the longest time, one of my longest MMOs. Runes of Magic. Okay, Elder Scrolls Online, Guild Wars 2.
How much Elder Scrolls Online have you played?
About 600 hours.
Jesus.
God damn.
Aeon, I have okay. From Aeon, I started in 2009 and I quit in 2017. Guild Wars 2, I was playing from 2016 and quit in 2020.
When's the last time you touched grass?
Your mom's bush. Anyway, Lost Ark.
Holy fuck!
Damn,
You fucking killed him! Oh my god!
Anyway.
Holy fuck!
Lost Ark, when it launched in global servers, I played for a year.
Okay.
I stopped when they released Belshazzar. The bracelets and all that Belshazzar,
Sounds like a Florida man.
Yeah,
Belshazzar.
Hot demon bitch. Unfortunately, it came too late, and I was just not interested anymore. Burnt out of the game. I played a little bit of Dragon Nest from its beta and the actual launch. I stopped a little bit. Dragon Nest, it was a weird fucking dungeon crawler type of
I don't know
RPG MMO. Yeah, so I played a lot of MMOs, unfortunately. And quite a few of them had really good combat, fast pace, even though you had your usual fetch quest, go here and there.
Yep.
Spam, click, whatever. But holy hell, Final Fantasy made me bored as hell. It's just, first of all, Japanese games have the worst UIs ever. I've never seen a Japanese game with a decent UI. It's always a menu buried within a menu. Click Phantasy Star Online. That's another one that I've played that I despised to bits because of its UI. To take a quest, you had to go through a menu, inside of a menu, go into a different dimension, open a new menu, and then that menu said you have to go back in time, right, to go to that menu, and that menu will tell you, all right, but you forgot to take a left turn during the previous menu that you had to go in time to click on that menu.
I haven't really thought about it like in terms of like UI, like regionally. Like I've played and play a lot of Path of Exile, and it's like one of the big issues I'm hoping to fix with Path of Exile 2 is how many layers there are in the menus. Like the shop alone is like 400. Like along the screen it's not 400. It's not literally. It's like there's like 14 or 15 to 20 like different options. It's like new stash tabs, guild stash tabs, guild hideouts. Cosmetics. It's just a million different things. Albeit it's really easy to find what you're looking for, but like going through certain menus, it's just like boom, 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 boom. There's just so many like screens and stuff. I never really tied that to
menu issue, but
it
was still you can
manage, but there's still a lot. But I've never really tied that to regional. But now that you say it, like it kind of makes a bit of sense. Like a lot of Eastern games have a lot of like layer on layer in menus, particularly Asia. Like Lost Ark, for example, had quite a few.
I would say Lost Ark.
Lost Ark wasn't like egregious, but it was.
Yeah, they made more sense, right?
Again, it wasn't egregious though.
It's mostly Japanese games. Like, have you ever seen Blue Protocol?
I have not. I haven't seen it, but man, I've heard many things about Blue Protocol.
Oh yeah, it's not going too well. I think the game is already like near its end, and it just recently launched. Yeah, it's just.
I heard it all
released fully
in Japan. Yeah,
released in Japan.
No global release yet. I've heard it based off what I talked to Az about it a little while ago, and based off what the small bit I looked into, it was like, yeah, this is gonna be like a dead on arrival thing because of like like the PR bomb basically being the devs released like what was it, like an open alpha or an alpha or whatever. People played it and they were like, what the fuck is going on? And
it
the
wasn't
devs
only that.
well then the devs came out and said like, we have no fucking idea what's going on in this game or whatever.
No. So what happened is,
Yeah,
right?
you please. I don't want to.
So
I don't want to say it wrong.
The beta in Japan, and people, of course, you had to be Japanese to play the game, but people found loopholes and ways to get into the.
Yep.
They
VPN.
played the beta and all that shit, right? The story, dog shit. Questing, dog shit.
Oh, geez.
Progression, dog shit. Combat, stale. Endgame, non-existent. And that continued all the way to the official release, which happened in Japan. And here, think about it. When you're releasing a game, right?
What did it release here? You keep going. I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah, when you release a game, let me ask you one thing. What do you want from it? Just like whatever comes to your mind. What do you want from a newly released video game?
I mean,
Stable servers.
Being done.
No, as a developer. Sorry, let me rephrase that. As a developer, when you release a game, what do you want from it? Like,
people fucking play your shit.
From the player base or just what?
Just in general, what would you want?
Consistent player. Yeah, I mean, you want consistent players. You want people feedback, of course. I imagine being one of the biggest ones, like actual like stuff you can work on, but also like people, because if you promote and then people enjoy it, that just spreads. But if you get dog shit and it just spreads dog, like there are, especially recently, you can see this in a lot of Western games and everything with AAA releases. Payday 3 still has not recovered at all from their disastrous launch. Like if your launch these days, you don't have to. I can explain it later, but basically, these days, if your launch is pretty much disastrous, you can. It is a fucking fight and a half to get your game back in good graces, or even just
another game that had a disastrous launch.
2077.
Battlefield 2042 had a fucking shitty launch, but now it's
Wayfinder, aka Wayfinder.
Wayfinder, yeah, I have no idea how they're doing. They still have they fucking cratered. I remember playing day one. How many people were in the Twitch direct at that time? It was like it was like hundreds of thousands, I thought.
Yeah.
And by like the third day, it like just fucking nuked.
No, quickly to continue off what we were.
Sorry.
The question I was asking, but yeah, you want people to give you feedback. You want things like you want knowledge about your game to spread.
Yeah.
So you want people to play your game.
Positive feed.
Yeah. So what Japan did with the dev team in Japan did, any foreigner that was caught playing in their servers was immediately banned.
Wow.
So they didn't want any foreigners to play their game.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that's
you want people to know about this game, right? I understand that, like, okay, it's just a Japanese thing, but me as a developer, I'm like, yeah, play. I want people to know about the game.
You want to reach as much of an audience, as broad an audience as you can.
So, and then there was an issue where Japanese people themselves, who spoke English and covered the game in both English and Japanese, were banned because
they couldn't tell.
Yeah, they couldn't tell. Like, oh, he's a foreigner. I'm like,
oh
bro.
No.
Yeah,
that's a good reputation to get.
And then when people actually, Japanese players would also like spread the information, it will get translated, blah, blah, blah. And then they found out that the game just had no fucking good end game. It was stale. Classes just didn't feel right. They were like unbalanced. There was like a class that did way too much damage. A class that was supposed to be tanky, wasn't tanky. I don't remember. And a class that just couldn't do anything or struggle to cast things. And then like when they did a dev stream, the developers were just so drained. They looked lifeless. They were like, I don't know what's happening anymore, bro.
Okay, and so that's probably where I heard. So they rushed the game probably, or at least they were someone put their heel on their neck. That's what I feel. So I was watching a really interesting video. It's basically like the downfall, basically like downfall of like PopCap. The PopCap made
don't know what that is.
For those it was a development team. They made Plants vs Zombies.
Okay.
Basically, the whole the video is going down like what happened between, like, cause there's a lot of people that blame EA, for when they acquired them as like this is the end type deal, but it turned out to be a bit of both teams. PopCap devs being just old guard leaving, etc. EA eventually being like, what are the interesting, like, because they were like, okay, we want you to make, we're gonna let you do whatever you want, but the game you have to put out by X needs to hit this profit margin of like millions of dollars. So basically, I think the most interesting like quote from that entire thing was, they gave you just enough rope, like free rope to do whatever you want to hang yourself with. And I was like, in terms of like, you could make something or whatever, but it'd be like, you just never were going to hit that profit margin or something. Yeah. I'm probably fucking up a lot of it, but it was a really interesting video. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's the type of stuff that makes me like think about like, I wish we were able to like see a little more transparency through game companies in terms of like, why is this feel so much different than this? Is it like okay, Warframe, Tencent owns Warframe or Digital Extremes. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't really know that in terms of like who's at least played Warframe for a long time. I think Tencent was the main pushing force behind DE putting even development time towards a mobile version of the game. I think so. I
think Railjack is also another thing. Like remember the disastrous launch of Railjack?
Yes, it's just like, yep. This part of what made me quit for a year.
Damn. Okay.
Well, it was a few things. So I don't dip my toes into the Warframe side of YouTube very often. I just don't. It's the same reason why I have a hard time watching Warframe streams that aren't people, is just because it's hard.
Who makes YouTube videos on Warframe?
Well, no. Would you rather me lie to him like Knight?
I don't do it.
I don't watch anyone but you, dude. You make some wild shit.
I don't even watch Warframe content unless it's like or someone links me some shit.
I don't even. I won't lie. I don't do much.
I fucking hate watching, like, dude. Just because I make Warframe content, I don't want to consume it.
Yeah. That's how you'd
like,
go insane.
Did you see this?
Also,
did
like,
you see this and that? I'm like, no.
Streaming in general is pointless. Warframe is not a very good stream game, if I'm being honest.
It's not. It's not bad.
It's just grinding. You're just doing the same shit over. Everybody else can do the same thing you're doing. You're not really doing anything that else can't do.
Yeah, no, I started getting around to all that stuff, and I found a bunch of stuff like basically breaking it down, and I was just like, I think I got to a point where I was like, I've had a fucking enough. Like it was between, so Railjack, I believe, was the first nail in the coffin. Second one was, I believe, was it Liches or was it Scarlet Spear that came first?
Liches came first?
Okay, so Liches was pretty insane. I remember that being a bit of a just all over thing.
I didn't hate Liches. I liked the system.
I remember, I forget what it was. There was just something about it that I really grinded my gears about it. And then Scarlet Spear being an absolute fucking shit show, which is why like people say like in coming to my
shit event.
Well, it was that, and it was also like, I think it was just a culmination of the three being like, okay, this is an obvious indicator of each update. I think had one thing in common of just abhorrent grinds. The grinds for all three did not care. They nuked Limbo, which was one of the only frames making the event like reasonable.
I think here's the thing with Warframe. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, go for it.
It's not like a lot of people would say Warframe is very grindy. No. Warframe is not grindy. You can get things pretty quickly, right? If you do it a certain way. However, what makes Warframe feel grindy to people is just like, it's tedious. It's just like, it's boring.
The tedium of it all, yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel accomplished while getting the things that you want.
Yeah.
Because you have to go through the same annoying thing with just a little twist. That's why. But sorry.
I think I talked about this a little bit on stream or maybe even one of the other podcasts. Is like, I don't think I would have. Okay, so Mirror Defense I think is a perfect example of a farm that just went on way too long. In contrast to something like the new Warframe Dante. So, fucking Citrine's
Mirror
grind.
Defense is horrible. Yeah,
I think Mirror Defense is I think it's an alright game mode. I don't think it's like fucking in the back of my seat like, oh my god, Mirror Defense. It's like, okay, collect the things, go on to the next tile. Neat in concept.
Yeah.
But the fact that I had to run Mirror Defense for as long as I did to I didn't get any of the arcanes. I barely got Citrine. I got Citrine through the pity system. I didn't get any arcanes.
What? Oh man.
And so I was there for like fucking 3 or 4 hours, and 3 or 4 hours or so, maybe a bit more. I don't quote me on a number, but I was there for hours, and it felt like an absolute fucking slog. And so by the end of farming one Citrine, I was done. I was just over the mission, just because I had been forced to be there for so long, and it was just so tedious. And then I had to farm a second one.
You know what's really stupid about Mirror Defense?
What's that?
If you're doing it in a group, you just need one person to fly around.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know.
And then everybody, you don't have to kill any enemies. Did you know that?
No.
You just crowd control them.
Yep.
If an Eximus comes, shoot it in the head.
Yep.
Done.
I mean, this was like day one. So I mean, but it's like stuff like that. It's like, I don't think Mirror Defense in terms of like, I don't even know about other people's opinions, but in my opinion, I don't think I would have hated, I don't think I would have had such a bad response to Mirror Defense if the grind wasn't so fucking horrible. I'm not a fan of Dante's Dante's disruption. The Demolists are piss easy aside from there just being fat fucking health bars because you can't armor strip them completely. They don't pulse, so they don't wipe your abilities away. They just sprint towards stuff, basically just running at it.
They just have like massive annoying attenuation, similar to like the Archons.
Well, Demolists already have a shit ton of attenuation.
No. Demolists have damage reduction.
No, sorry. 93%. It was like 92% damage reduction.
Something like that, yeah. But
92, 93, but and then armor stacks on top of that.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to strip that armor.
Yeah, but with the new Demolists, it has damage reduction and attenuation similar to Archons.
So it's
not as egregious, but it's just so annoying that if you do a lot of damage, you're gonna notice your damage diminish.
Yeah, it's
it also scales with teammates.
Yeah, that's the other thing that I like. People were telling me, I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. It was awful. Like I don't mind the mission. I don't like it because of that. But honestly, I don't mind the mission that much because the Dante farm isn't like, all right, you're gonna sit in this 5-hour mission to get one of the boy. Like he's a good farm. It's like, okay.
And it's a mission that you won't do once and forget about it.
No. I'll
ask you. Sorry, this has turned into a fucking annoying Warframe.
I don't mind. So, it's a game we all. I think all four of us when we're here play a lot.
I want to ask you about a game mode if you remember this.
Okay.
The Goths game mode.
Yeah.
Do you even remember?
Barely.
Do you remember what?
Exterminate, and that's simply because it was just like, wow, this is.
Yeah.
So this is one of the missions of all time.
So when I did a video about the Goth, and I was like, how to farm the Goth, just buy her. People were like, what do you mean? You can use your syndicate stuff. Go here, do the mission. I'm like, bro, when are you going to do that mission ever again? Yeah. Don't waste your time. Right? If you're gonna be farm something that's gonna benefit you.
That's the other thing is like I feel like a lot of frames that just have annoying ass farms, it actually just boils down to a lot of the times just have the platinum. And it's like, okay, sell the prime parts and that's a grind in itself. But I mean, on one hand it's like
sustainable grind though.
Well, it's a thing of no, I think we should hold DE in particular accountable for making just piss poor farms. And the more tinfoil cap conspiracy theory is like, are they betting on a majority, like a handful of the player base, looking at this farm and saying, no, I'm just gonna buy it. like spend the money or something. Like I'm not doing that. Like if you come home from like an 8-hour workday, a 10-hour workday,
exactly.
and you only get an hour or 2 hours to farm, you're just gonna wait for that. You're gonna wait for that 50% off. You're gonna give them that much. And I'm not saying DE can't monetize their game, but in my mind, it's the same thing as basically like we're just gonna make it so the diehard people can still do this. They can kill themselves doing this. And then we'll have people who will farm the platinum, and then there'll be some people that'll give us the money for it. And you can still give them your money and everything, whatever. I'm not going to stop you. Again, I'm not against developers monetizing their fucking games. They've got employees. They've got a game to sustain. It's not run off of sunshine and rainbows. But
Doc is completely out of this.
Yeah, Doc is fucking gone.
Dude, we're talking about Warframe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I feel it, dude. I was like,
But I'll wrap this up. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. I get really worried about stuff like that because they've I don't know. There's just a lot of times where it's like I walk into things, especially in Warframe, and it's like this does not feel like it was tested. I said this again on another podcast. It wasn't tested.
Exactly.
You could have taken. I'm a creator for the game, so I mean me or literally anyone else. Like you remember, like you could just ask them to be like, okay, we've got this new game mode on this test server. Here's an NDA. Can you let us know what you think? And it doesn't have to be like obviously like not final representative final product, blah 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 blah. But like give us some basic feedback, rewards. How do those look? All this stuff. Like I want to.
The thing is, they used to do something like that, but they stopped.
That was the other thing in terms of like. So I remember. It was Retalius and a few other things. Like one of the big demands during when I quit was they need to make player test servers, and that was an absolute fucking claw.
Always
tooth and nail.
Yeah.
And it was. I remember them just doing it a few times, and it felt more like, all right, fine, shut up, here they are type transaction instead of yes, we agree. We've been trying to do this forever. We've been waiting for you guys to say. It's like no, just stop complaining. Here's the servers. It's like no, just and I haven't heard mention of them over the past like year or two. Maybe I've been
no. So the last test server they did was, do you remember that Deimos update?
I was gone. Some
shitty fucking Deimos update. They did a test server. Peep this. They did a test server.
Okay.
Right. A day after the test server, they launched it.
You can't do anything in that time. That's
So what?
That's as silly as it sounds. Yes.
It got so much hate, like dislikes.
That's
nobody
Wait,
fucking
how did
did
people
the
provide their
content.
feedback?
They dropped their feedback and they just didn't. I mean, it is clearly obvious. Like
So
by
they just
that.
don't give a fuck what the player base thinks.
Well, Deimos. Well,
To a certain extent, but during that time, I don't think it was just a different group of people. Now I feel like they're trying to do some things, but they still
the benefit of the doubt. They have been. The Dante update is a great example. They've been listening to player feedback. They've rolled back a lot of stuff. They're backtracking, etc. And they have been doing really good with the QLL. Every single update, I'm actually impressed that they, because as someone who's played Warframe for on and off for about 10 years now, I mean, fuck, I was 11 when I started playing Warframe. For fuck's sake,
You're what?
I was 11 years old when I started playing Warframe.
Jesus.
I know.
Holy shit.
It genuinely every time I look at the updates.
Honestly, for me, I think this new lighting update was probably the best update, including like anything else. I love that shit. Like I'm a graphics guy. Like the new lighting update they had.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I hate it. I hate the new lighting.
I love that.
I've heard exactly. You guys are the two big things I've heard. Like there's groups of people that love it, and there's groups of people that absolutely hate it.
I fucking hate it. They
great.
ruined the lighting. There's so much weird shit.
So much nicer.
No,
it looks
so
actually
edgy.
real.
There's some places it works, but others it just doesn't. It just makes things way too dark. Way too edgy.
Like
I'm like,
what?
Yep.
Why?
So
So
like a Cetus mine or something or what?
No.
in your ship.
your ship.
So
a fucking simulacrum, the new simulacrum, it just like looks so fucking weird with your colors.
I don't
like,
know what they're gonna do because there is an entire side of the community that is absolutely outraged at this lighting update. Yes, the Captura community.
It looks
Captura.
more like, realistic a little bit.
If you go onto Twitter, there's a bunch of people who have Captura stuff that is actually just useless now because of the new lighting update, because of how shadows affect old fashions that they used to do. All that kind of stuff. Specifically depths. I was just browsing Twitter one day and I was just like, all right, here's my monthly Twitter login. Check how everyone's doing. And I hadn't even thought about like so Capture artists, you post like this is how they look, all that kind of stuff. Evergreen content because the lighting system had never changed before. New lighting system. The fashions don't look the same because the coloring's different, all that kind of stuff, because lighting hits it, blah, 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 blah. I'm probably butchering this to a motherfucking degree. And if anybody's a Captura artist, they can correct me, please. But I had never thought about, like, the Captura side. Then it's like, I personally like it in a lot of maps, but I don't know if they're going to be able to, like, do a toggle thing of, like, classic lighting engine or modern lighting engine. I don't know. Because the issue with that, the whole reason why DE wants to basically, as far as I'm aware, they want to like end classic engine and go only to the enhanced engine for those on PC that like you can toggle to blah blah blah.
You can't do that anymore. It's
fully just enhanced now.
Oh, is it? This is the update that did it. That's why.
Yeah.
Is because they basically have had the need to work on both, which creates like a bunch more work as far as I'm aware, because certain things look a certain way on this, and then if you just try to like port them directly over, it doesn't work like that. It's not just a switch you flip. It's why remastering games is so hard. Is because it's not, when somebody says just remaster the game, it's like, no, you fucking bozo. You don't just plug in a 4090 and be like, it looks like permit now. It's like, no, you have to retexture everything. You have to build those again. It's expensive. It's a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. If you fuck it up, people stick a telephone pole up your ass. Like
there's audio,
exactly,
and all the other extra things.
It's a whole bunch of stuff. So it creates a whole bunch of extra work for them. So I don't know. It's a weird thing because if they create that classic engine thing, it's like, do we put a disclaimer of like new stuff isn't gonna look right here? It's like you can't
see the new lighting works good in the new area.
Because isn't that also just doing more work though?
What?
No, enhanced engine is good. It's not that enhanced engine is the issue. No, what was the issue is the GI lighting.
Yep.
That's the issue, because it works in the new area, the fucking murmur shit.
It's because it's built for it.
It doesn't work anywhere else.
Yep.
It just looks ugly.
So like Cetus and stuff, it wouldn't work.
Not just everywhere else out of.
This is a game that has been out again for it's been out for 11 years. In development, probably 12. So in terms of you working, you throw well, think about it. But like you can't just take a 12-year-old tile and slap new lighting on it that it wasn't built for. Have you ever noticed how for example, like how tiles are built? You can tell which tiles are the oldest in Warframe because they feel very boxy. They're very just box-shaped cutouts, right? Which isn't bad. They flow fine, etc. They get the job done. But if you go to something like the Zariman, you go from Mercury to the fucking Zariman, you're going to obviously tell, like, the Zariman winding pathways. It's built, like, different levels.
Yeah.
Stacked on top of each other. It flows really well. And everything. Like, that's one thing. Like, I feel like people don't talk about enough. Maybe they do, and I'm just not paying attention. But the fucking design, sound, all those teams on Warframe side, incredible, I think. I mean, the actual, like, visuals in Warframe are friggin' insane. Like, almost every time. Like, I don't know. But, yeah. The lighting update kind of, there's really two sides to it, and I unfortunately don't think that they're gonna roll it back or anything. I don't think they're gonna make a slate. I just,
and I doubt they're gonna like fix it in the old stuff.
Yeah,
like
all of this stuff.
No.
I'll tell you this. All of this stuff is basically trial and error to see how it looks like for their new IP.
Oh, but yep, Soul Frame.
Not a little bit. It is because take a look at the new Deviri stuff, the new lore, all of that, the call missions. They're just testing the waters to see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
What are the reviews on? I haven't played Soul Frame. I didn't get into any of the betas or whatever.
I'm in it and I still haven't played it.
Play it.
But yeah, I don't know.
Play it and tell us what you think. I mean, don't.
I can't. NDA.
I know you're an NDA, but no, like what, like or.
I don't even know if I can do that. I don't even know if I can do that. Yeah, it's pretty airtight.
Okay,
I can say I got into the beta. I've seen people say that. I've seen multiple people say that they've gotten into it. So if I get whacked for
it's not really a beta, right? It's an alpha.
I think so. It's an alpha. Yeah, it's a closed alpha or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any hopes for Soul Frame though? To be honest,
I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, in terms of it is DE working on it. In terms of like, it's not them loading it off to some company and like them.
Speaking of published games by DE, go on, Demon. We'll come back to that.
The only benefit I see of Soulframe is that people that didn't get to be at the beginning of Warframe can be at the beginning of Soulframe.
That's one thing I'm worried about how they're going to market this. One, the way they did Wayfinder was the Founders Packs. And you market that to Warframe players who almost all have FOMO of Excalibur Prime. And I'm like, they know. I think they 100% knew. And I wonder if they're gonna pull that again with Soul. Because if they pull it again with Soulframe,
they have. They Steve said there's gonna be like some sort of like.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Then they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
like, speaking of the Founders Pack, I paid for the Wayfinder. I'm gonna call it Wayfinder. So
I know you
for
did.
Those who don't know, yeah. So you have to pay to play the beta, the beta.
Early access
beta.
Yep.
Because it's not the complete game. So a little history here, a little bit of history. Wayfinder, that's the actual name. All right. Wayfinder had several betas prior to the early access. All right. There was a lot of feedback. I was in the closed NDA beta where you couldn't show anything. Yep. Like when you played the game, it had like the fucking things everywhere saying like you're plastering your name all over. It's like, if you show this, we can sue you type of thing, right?
Yep.
So I played that. Okay. And there was a lot of things that were still not working, not good, right? And after that, they released another beta and people played that, which is a bit more open, and a lot of content creators who got that beta were able to show the good and bad parts about the game. And a lot of the issues that existed in those betas continued on into the early access. And they were vocal about this.
Mm-hmm.
Combat felt weightless.
Yep.
The waypoint, like, it was
my god, the map.
Yellow dots floating.
You couldn't ping anything. You couldn't, like, the map was awful.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually
navigation was disgusting. Oh my god. The store menu didn't make sense. You would go to the store menu, click on a weapon, it would just say, "This is a weapon that deals poison." What are the stats? What do they do? What can
the
you
very
use this
first thing I noticed as soon as I finally got into the server after waiting 8 hours was the fucking store. They did the egregious marketing thing of like, all right, you got a $5 pack and then 200 bonus silver. The cheapest thing you can buy in the store is 750. Guess you got to buy the $10 pack.
Yep. They do that.
Games that do that, I immediately I'm like already jaded against. Always, because it's like they do not give a fuck. They see you as money.
I don't get the hype behind Wayfinder. I never liked the art.
There was no hype.
And that stuff. No, like, dude, I stream everywhere and everybody's like, "Oh, dude, oh my god, Doc, Wayfinder's coming, dude. We gotta all play that shit. Everybody's playing it night."
Yeah, I mean, I was excited. I was actually excited, but they completely fucking ruined it. Like, it had a lot of issues when people say,
the top streams were just waiting streams for the game. I popped into the category. I'm like, Thank God I didn't do that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Liam
already,
was
like,
waiting.
don't like the game
Liam
to
was
begin with,
pissed.
but like everybody's
Okay.
just wait.
Here, let me open up my Steam real quick. Oh, and look for that wait finder.
Yes.
Okay, so wait finder says I have 30 hours of gameplay. I only played 8.
Yep.
Those other hours were me waiting for
I remember
the fucking
popping into your
game.
stream for like 2 or 3 days straight, and it was always a server queue screen.
Doesn't that piss you off? Because like if you're waiting for that long and Steam's policy is after 2 hours and like what 2 weeks you can't refund the game.
Yeah, that was
so if you're
a
waiting
lot
for
of
2 hours, the fuck you do?
Yeah,
that was a lot of people's main concern, and they got their refund. They actually got their refund.
well, yeah, Steam's pretty good about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Steam's pretty good. Like, if like Steam understands, like, look, if this game releases and there's nobody can actually play it, you as a game have failed. Like, like that's again, like, yeah. Wayfinder, I still don't think is recovered from that disastrous launch.
Their servers have been saying, "Oh, we're working on this." Blah blah. I'm like, too fucking late.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks in
the beta.
I think it was a
All
month
those betas
after.
that you had.
Yep.
Dude,
You
first
should have
impressions
fucking
are a
worked on
fucking
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah.
I'm still coping because I paid for the fucking.
You paid
Thomas Bank.
100 doubloons. I actually tried to get their servers were so bad I could not give them $100. I ended up coping for the $20 pack because that's what I had originally bought, and I was trying to upgrade to like the top one because I also was like, I'm gonna play this. It looks like fun. I like the art style and stuff. I
like that side too. Yeah.
I hated it.
No, but they actually
it was stylized.
they would not take my fucking money. And that's when I was like, all right, maybe I don't. Maybe this is a sign.
Dude,
you know?
That was a good sign.
Signs.
Good sign, man. Holy shit, you got a good sign.
That's me with
I know.
Starfield. I was so excited for that.
I know you were. You were telling me about that.
Starfield.
Yeah.
That shit.
Bro, how? Like, I saw the trailer. I'm like, this game looks shit.
Yeah, but I could look at Wayfinder and I'm like, how, dude? How do you think that was gonna do?
Exactly. I think everyone
right?
gets stars in their eyes, and they're like, I want to, because he was knee deep in No Man's Sky too at the time. He was really into No Man's Sky. So when Starfield came out, it was like perfect storm type behavior. He was like, all right.
And then it turned fucking dog shit, and then you can't recover from that. You literally can't. It's just over, dude.
And what was worse is that they were marketing that game as an MMO. That is not
really
a fucking MMO. It was an ARPG.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know they were marketing it as that. I didn't watch a lot of Starfield's like promotional material.
Everybody started complaining about the starting screen, being like, "Yo, this is a fucking multi-million game, and the starting screen is just like so simple." And I'm like, bruh.
I got into the game, played for an hour, and that hour was me trying to look for my actual quest location because of the waypoint system was so ass.
That's the other thing.
And as soon as I found it, I got kicked from the game.
Like Skyrim, right? You go in and you load through different things if you go to a city and stuff like that. Makes sense. Yeah. But if I get that it's a game that has loading screens because that's just an ARPG, right? But the thing is, if I fucking leave a planet, I get a loading screen. Okay, and then I have to leave that solar system.
Everything.
I get a loading screen,
and they're long.
And it's like I have to hit 4 loading screen because when I go into planet, I have another loading screen.
Outriders.
I'm just saying.
Oh God, don't even get me started.
It's a little bit too much.
Outriders.
Maybe 2 loading screens max.
Fucking so I.
So wait, before you say it. So going off of what you said with the loading screens, right? How do you feel about Fade to Blacks?
Oh, like walking into an area and it just fades.
Here, peep this. Imagine there's a little gate. You can see what's on the other side. You can see the
it's rendered. Yeah.
Everything, right? You open the gate, fade to black.
That's edging, brother. That's
I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Turn into a corner, fade to black. You enter a freaking room, fade to black. Why?
I think that shit's funny. I think that's an annoying kind of loading screen. Just give me a prompt.
Fade
I think it's
to
annoying
black.
as a person doing it, but as the guy, if you're watching a stream, I think it's funny as fuck. I would be laughing my ass off.
Dude, I was so annoyed.
You just
like,
come in, the dude's pissed as fuck.
No, I don't think. Back to what Doc was saying a bit. I'm mortified for Elder Scrolls 6. I am absolutely horrified for what they're gonna churn out.
You might be right.
I have a little bit of hope.
I don't.
No,
little
because
bit.
well,
Little
okay.
bit.
Let me. I do have a bit of hope. I'm going to still buy the game. I'll say it right now. I'm gonna buy it. I know I am, but the fuckers got me already.
True.
But I'm absolutely horrified at what they're gonna fucking pump out. Because it's taking them so long. Like, this is, I feel like, a game that. Do you think it would it'd break the internet like the GTA 6 one did?
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah, I have a feeling.
Because it's edging the same as GTA 5 is with the 700 Skyrim releases over the past decade.
But isn't GTA only going on like console?
GTA 6?
Yeah,
apparently they
it's
said they're
console
only
only
doing console
first.
because we're cheap. PC players are cheap.
That's just Rockstar.
No, we're gonna do. They're doing console first, and then they're launching.
Yep.
It's not gonna be console only.
No, the fuck no. It's gonna be one of the biggest game launches of all time.
Yep. They want.
That's not even an exaggeration.
But
the only thing that would top that is Minecraft 2. Can you imagine?
I don't even know what the fuck you would. What are you gonna do? Like fucking do some? I don't know. But like for Star, I don't think Elder Scrolls. I have hopes because I thought Starfield, even if it was bad, the
would be on par.
Would take care of it.
No.
Yeah, the modding community fucking hated it as well.
But
no, because it was in
they
an
hated it. Because if the game is bad in general, nobody's gonna be like, I want to make a mod for this. So
well, then Bethesda's made their games an absolute disaster to work on in terms of modding. The Creation Club is so fucking ridiculous, for one, among other things. It's just a total disaster. What was the... Oh, god damn it. What was I going to bring up? Oh, I think the era of the indie game is coming. Again, like, indie games have been having a rough time as of late, because funding is starting to dry up, is what I've heard, but...
I don't know about that, man.
No, think about it. Think about how many game layoffs you've been seeing from big studios.
Indie games, I don't know, man.
I think the era of the indie games. Now, not every indie game is going to be a fucking banger, but I think.
Oh, you think about an indie game. Sorry, like when you think about an indie game, it's something that you just play on the side, or something little. Something with
it
your
can
stream.
be.
I've never seen like a big indie game that actually popped off.
Vampire Survivors.
Besides like a party game type of indie game.
Vampire Survivors.
What the fuck is Vampire Survivors? Is it that shit where you're on all the weird shit on your screen?
I don't know. You gotta be a little bit more specific than that. It's basically a horde. You fight hordes for 30 minutes, etc. Vampire Survivors kicked ass. Risk of Rain.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Risk of Rain.
Yeah,
that's a roguelike.
It started as an indie title though.
Yeah.
Helldivers. Helldivers started as an indie title. And now Helldivers 2. The first Helldivers game came out 10 or 11 years ago, and it was an indie.
Okay, you might be
and they
right.
They popped off with the second one. They fucking smashed.
I was thinking of like some other shit.
No, yeah, I mean, but my thing is like all these big gaming companies are starting to just shed weight because the ship right now is too big to fucking turn. Because they make these things and then they're just like, all right, now we gotta shift.
Oh yeah,
and it's
have you heard about Riot? What they're doing? What
their MMO?
Yeah, they scrapped everything,
and they're having to restart because it's just like too much.
Yeah,
different creative decisions.
Yeah, they said like, oh, it looks like an MMO, like your typical MMO with a Runeterra skin. Oof. I'm like, fuck. You know what? I respect that you didn't want it, but I still would have fucking played it because
MMOs. MMOs are a dying breed, sadly. I think
they are.
It's really sad, but it's also understandable because of how hard of a model it is to keep up.
And it's one of my favorite types of. Like,
I'm sure there's so many who would agree with you. Like the age of the MMO is just kind of at its twilight, I think. Which is sad because I think I don't know.
Like, if the only few MMOs that still exist are the ones that popped off.
Yep. WoW
is still going.
Yeah, WoW's going.
Fantasy.
Yeah. Final Fantasy, Guild Wars.
Yeah. There's speak of Guild Wars 3 now. Ah, we just watched that. Yeah.
It's all fucking
hearsay.
Big nothing burger. I think.
Still,
if they can do it, assuming it doesn't get canned.
How old is WoW now, by the way?
WoW is
old as shit. Was it 2003?
Oh,
No, it's not 2003.
and this still has
When
such a
did
big player
WoW?
base, dude.
World of Warcraft. Sorry,
2004. Holy shit.
I was close.
Holy
No, and it
shit.
still has such
It's
a big
almost as
player
old as me.
base.
Yeah, because it has hostages.
What the hell is
RuneScape.
that?
World of Warcraft has hostages and old boomer people
World of
Oh,
Warcraft
I see.
because
has.
they got you. Like you're not
Right.
leaving. You ain't
It's like
quitting.
Warframe.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is one of the
Sorry,
craziest
Warframe
player bases.
streaming, to be exact.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh wow. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
2004.
holy shit, 2004 and it's still fucking going. Still at the top, dude.
I mean,
That is
Doom is still getting
insane.
releases if you want to count that. I mean, that's one of the most incredible fucking runs. But if for a single game, no, World of Warcraft, I think, has got that one.
I mean, they're still pumping out content for it, though, you know? I mean, I don't know if it's good content, but...
I have not heard great things.
Right?
At least compared to, like, what it used to be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the sadder than anything is the slow downturn of everything becoming a fucking mobile game. Everything has to be able to play it on your phone now. As everything slowly comes out. Not everything,
You're telling
but
me the 4090 you have is going to be useless?
I mean, I don't think desktop games will ever die, but I definitely think the market is going to see a big shift, especially as phones are slowly getting more powerful and everything. I mean, we're already starting to see it. One of the Resident Evil games are available on the App Store, like the iPhone. Like there's going to slowly be a huge push for AAA games and probably even indie games to just go straight to these bad boys.
And what, using AI to fucking make them better?
I don't know. Upscaling is a very powerful technology that it is specifically, more than anything, going to be used on those devices or these devices. Like,
dude, PC gaming is gonna die.
No,
I don't think it's going to die. I think you're going to see a huge shift in game development towards portable devices, and it's going to happen over the next 10 to 20 years, I think.
So much more money involved in it.
PSP was the biggest, I would say, innovators when it came to like the best way to portable game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
if you're saying, "Oh, the NDS,"
soon.
shut the fuck up, Nintendo. Get the fuck out. They just gave up on it. I think yeah. Nah, fuck you, Nintendo. Anyway.
Man. Nintendo.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That's a whole different conversation.
What was the most recent one that came? Oh, the PS Portal. Is that the Portal? The new one they released?
It was, I don't remember, man. But I don't know what Sony did, but they just missed the mark, bro. They were just popping off with the PSP. It was like going off, and I watched like the sales video about like the history and all that. Man,
just dropped off. The sales
they
did.
They messed up, bro. They could have just kept on going.
Well,
didn't want to invest in it or some shit.
It might have been just too soon. Like as titles like Crisis 3, etc., came out more and more, like games just got more demanding, and at the time, hardware just couldn't keep up. And now we're running into, I mean, with decent optimization, I mean, you can run, like look at Unreal Engine 5, for fuck's sake. It is insane. It is baffling what we're able to, like, create.
Gaming is pretty young still. Like, dude, we've just had the internet, like, a while ago. It's not that fucking far along.
What do you mean a while ago, man?
What do you
the
mean?
Internet existed before you were born.
I know that, but as in, like...
Are you talking the grand scheme of things?
Fucking way. There's still a long way to go before, you know, gaming, I don't know, it could get better or worse.
I mean, if we're talking the entire life cycle of gaming, sure, we're gonna be able to create almost whatever probably in the future, but it's I don't know. I can't gauge that.
From, like, what, 2004 WoW to now, you know.
When will WoW die? That's a good question. Is like when
when
we're in the hospice, are we gonna be like finally hearing about like Minecraft servers are shutting down? Or like Minecraft is shutting down.
Try it at like 2050 if it's still going.
Like that's a sad thought. Is like that one day, like we're gonna see that, like this is shutting down, etc. You know?
It'll be more sad if the game lives while we're dying and we're like, yo, this game is fucking longer than me, dude. That's sad, dude. That's
One Piece fans seething right now.
I actually wouldn't mind if One Piece finally came to a finale.
I think they're getting. They think they're in their final arc. I think that that's the thing right now. They're in their final arc finally.
Yeah.
Oda might be ending it soon.
There was a Twitter post. Oh god, there's a Twitter post every time a new episode comes out. There's like a Twitter post that pays respect to all the people that died that didn't get to see a new episode.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, they make a Twitter. They're like, "R.I.P. to all the people who didn't see the new One Piece episode." And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
That's kind of funny.
Jeez, dude, One Piece, dude. Is that the longest running anime? Right?
No.
No.
What is?
That's the scary thing. It's some kid show.
No, it's
Some magical girl thing.
No.
Sailor Moon?
Sazai-san. Hold on, let me check Sazai-san.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to check that. I'm not gonna know.
Or like a good, you know?
I don't know. If it's still going, someone must think it's all right.
Sazai-san is the longest running anime. It has, what do you call it? 2,640 episodes. And Nintama Rantaro has 2,321 episodes.
Dude, what is the longest show in the world then?
And
son of a bitch, dude.
Maru has 1,900.
Sesame Street, I think, is up there. Sesame Street is an exorbitant amount of shit. Like, longest running show of all time.
Sazai-san, the anime, has been running since
Guiding Light.
1969.
Jesus. Guiding Light? Is that what you just said?
2 years, yeah. It was canceled in 2009.
Want to know something funny? The top 8 longest running animes, One Piece is not even there.
Really?
Columbo? 35 years. I mean,
All you
okay.
motherfuckers complain
Okay, so
One
are we
Piece is
talking
long. Look at that
talking
shit.
amount of episodes or longest running? Because Doctor Who's in there.
Sazai-san was from 1969.
Jesus.
Yeah. The fucking moon landing, bro.
Oh my god.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Sesame Street's been slapping for 54 years with 4,500 episodes. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
dude.
see Sazai-san now. Yeah, 54 years as well. Holy shit. 7,500 episodes for Sazai-san. As the world turns, that is insane. Day of Our Lives.
Wait, Nidama Nantori, is that the ninja anime?
Coronation Street. Fucking 63 years. The Tonight Show. Oh, that's an insane manga.
Yo, Doraemon's number 4 in the top. Yo, that's kind of pog. I loved Doraemon as a kid. That shit was fucking awesome.
18,000 episodes for Guiding Light.
Wait, what's that one anime as a kid? That was a kid. It was a Ninja Hattori or something?
Oh my god, 18,000 fucking episodes. Could you imagine?
I don't know if y'all remember that shit. It's a guy who was like a blue ninja.
Blue Ninja.
Yeah, like Ninja Hattori, I think it was the name, or I don't know. I enjoyed that shit.
Sasuke?
No. I mean, Doraemon was fucking. Dude, I might watch Doraemon again. To be honest, this shit's pog.
Doraemon, yeah.
You guys
Remember that
saying
what it's called?
wrong.
I call it Doraemon. Sorry,
It's Doraemon.
Doraemon.
Dry with what man? That does.
Let me try to find it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say gaming is young by any fucking stretch of the imagination.
Oh yeah,
But-
Ninja Hattori. Yeah, that's the name. This fucking dude. This guy.
I have no idea who that is.
Dude, that shit was a banger when I was a kid. I love that shit.
I'm sure you're gonna go back and watch and be like, this is awful.
What's it called?
Oh yeah, Ninja Hattori. Fuck, dude, that's how I felt about Battle Force 5. I used to love Battle Force 5 as a
My
kid.
God, I remember this show.
Oh Jesus Christ, you got him going now too.
Oh my God, Ninja
Dude,
Hattori. I never
remember
watched
that
it, but I
shit? It
knew
used to
of
be a
it.
banger, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I remember this shit in Arabic.
It's amazing. I love that show, dude. I want to watch it again.
My goodness.
Man, no, Battle Force 5 is the one show I went back and watched, and I was like, bro, this is dog shit.
That's one thing that's like the amount of like nostalgia that gets pumped through like stuff you've played is actually kind of nuts. Like part of the reason, so one of the things I want to get for my whole setup here is it's a super crazy upscaler, because I went back and I played Animal Crossing City Folk like a few years ago. It's a game for the Wii. plug that into a TV, a 1080p TV, no less. Like, so not like it wasn't like stretching the pixels like crazy, like a 4K one would. Man, dude, that was awful. That I was like everything. No, well, no, it doesn't need a CRT. It's just so all games made for the Wii were 480p. So if I throw them on a fucking 1080p display, that's about double the pixels, roughly. And then if I throw them on a 4K monitor, oh my god.
Pixels. Want to be triple?
I don't think it's triple, is it?
I think
it might be.
More than that.
Anyway,
it's 1080. Then it goes on.
Hey, Grom the Glory. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
720, and then you have 480.
Oh, you're right. That'd be 4 times the amount of pixels. It's not 3 times. Because it only doubles. You're right.
Okay.
Okay. Because as soon as it goes to 1080 and 1440, that's double the amount. But no, everything looked super washed out, and I was like, this is not the game I remember. This is not the game I loved. So
I left my alerts on. Again, I need to turn that on.
But like, so so normal upscalers will just kind of like shittily redo it, like upscale everything, but it'll make them playable.
Is it like AI or something? Or
no, so what it does is you can like actually like move pixels, etc., a bunch of stuff. I can send you a video on it. It's expensive. Okay. It's really expensive to play old games, but oh my god, I could play like fucking anything. And it looked like
some
mint.
Old games, and I really want to play them again, but they're all PlayStation 1 games.
PS5. Can't you just emulate them up, or do they look like shit?
No. Like, I would have to own these games again, because when I had them, most of my PlayStation 1 games were pirated, because my uncle would go to fucking Thailand and get all these, like, bootleg versions, and you would like, chip your PlayStation so you can play every type of game. Yeah, there was a lot of Japanese games that I was really into, like fighting games, but they stopped making them. Like, shout out to anybody who played Rival Schools as a kid. Now, that was a good fucking fighting game.
No, I don't know. Yeah. That's the type of stuff. But like, and I don't want to get super into like old consoles because that stuff gets expensive. Yeah. Like collecting old consoles is insanely expensive. I want to get the upscaler for. I've got a buddy who's gonna send me a 3DS, a DS. I'm gonna just get a Wii because they're like $100 or something. And then I have a Wii U, but I'm not gonna use the Wii U. Because
I'm not a fan of like anything Nintendo.
The Wii, well, most of the stuff I'm getting this for is for Nintendo stuff, because Nintendo, a lot of older games I can just play on my computer, albeit I have to do a shitty rip of them like a bit. But they still perform fine. They look fine, all right. A bit of hoops to jump through, but
you heard the case with Nintendo, like suing and just destroying their whole emulation thing.
Yes, that's why I'm doing it, because Nintendo will not let us emulate these fucking games. Yeah, but they will also never release these games ever again. They just
so what's the point? Like, so stupid.
That's my thing. I've actually ranted about this so many times. Nintendo just must hate fucking money. They could demolish the fucking gaming space if they released a bunch of their back catalog. Like, they just upscaled them, made them work on modern hardware, and then they just sent them out. Like, you could try, like people would pay $60 for a lot of those games. I guarantee it. And they were charged that.
I would pay quite a decent amount of money if they did a remake or a remaster. Again, I mean, they did do a remaster of this game, but it just wasn't that good. It was just like upscaled, slightly upscaled textures. Legend of Dragoon.
Okay. Right? What was that on?
Love the game.
PS1?
It was on PlayStation 1, yes. I finished it back in the days. Such a fucking weird, convoluted story.
You know what?
Soundtrack was good, whatever. And it was actually, okay. Not a fan of turn-based combat, but this was a turn-based game. Like it's like a JRPG, Final Fantasy style.
Yeah.
But it was a bit different. I'm coping right now, but all right, when it was your turn, you had like quick time events during your turn base. So let's say you pressed attack or do a skill, you can follow up with a button. So you felt like you were still doing something instead of waiting in between. You know,
the expensive part of getting older systems and stuff is getting the games. The games are what is always the most expensive stuff.
Yeah, my disc was like broken or something. So
I'm looking
Yeah.
at a good PlayStation right now. PS1. I could get a PS1 for $50 or $40 right now.
nice.
So that's like, I don't know. I'm starting to get into like physical like media and stuff too with the
Physical media is still my favorite way. Not gonna lie.
there's a reason that's why I bought a PS5. It's got a disc drive. I got it specifically.
I mean, I have one, but I'm not even using it because
Yeah, that's what I'm debating.
I
is
invested more in my computer.
Getting like 100 gigabyte Blu-ray disc and like any shows and stuff I like, putting it on there.
Why?
It'll
the
stay there
thing
more
is-
than a hard drive.
So the thing is with physical media is like you have the thing, you can see it, you can have artwork or collectibles.
Yep.
Because I still have quite a few of collectibles in my closet right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
Physical
back in the
media,
day-
they're trying hard to
yeah.
kill it, dude. They're trying really hard to kill it, I think.
Yeah, Australia had
Mm.
that shit, right?
Australia stopped selling CDs in their Best Buys and stuff.
Really?
Yes. They dropped CDs.
That's fucking weird.
Unless it was rolled back in the time that I saw that they announced that they're dropping them.
I don't know about movies and stuff though, because like I feel like it's always gonna be on the internet as long as the internet exists.
Yes,
Right.
but okay, let's say you want to watch Avatar in the best quality you can possibly do, or the same quality you saw in the theater. You can't
one's
do that
gonna be
on
similar,
internet.
right?
No streaming service is going to stream 4K video quality to you. It's not happening. Not at least
Yeah.
anytime
yeah.
soon.
I see what you're saying.
And you don't own
Like,
that movie.
You can pay for
A license to
the-
view it.
no you can pay for like the Netflix 4K, but it's not really 4K.
No, that's the
Yeah.
thing. So when you
Yeah.
get those Blu-ray releases, it's colored differently. It looks a lot smoother. It's just there is a difference. There is actually a reason to buy the disc.
Of fucking Netflix.
Oh no.
Yes.
Netflix. Why is my camera okay? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix has this problem where if you watch it on a fucking
Fuck, censored like Japanese
Chrome
porn.
and
Yeah.
fucking Firefox, it only plays maximum 1080p or 720p or 1080p.
Yeah.
If you have a 4K monitor, then it'll play. But if you have a 1440p monitor, it'll play 1080p.
Yep.
Which is absolute fucking dog shit on a 1440p monitor, in my opinion. I don't know if-
Maybe there's like an extension for that.
no, because the resolution inherently you get from the server is 1080p. So you can only you can't really do anything. Whereas it doesn't play 1440p for some reason. Like
Yeah.
I mean, why can't I have 4K quality on a 1080p monitor? I should be able to have that, you know?
The option
but
to.
then it will, yeah, the option to, but it's not gonna look any different.
That
No, I know that, but like, it irritates me because I'm on 1440p.
because they're penny.
and I don't watch Netflix
I wonder
on
if
my
it's
monitor.
partially a penny pinching thing because actually getting 4K to people is inexpensive in and of itself. That's why there's actually a difference in tier in terms of monthly
yeah, but people
subscription.
have so many Apple TVs and Chromecasts, and that all usually, if you have a 4K TV, it'll play 4K.
Yep. But you're also paying upfront like a subscription, but you're and then like however much it actually costs to like set that system down. Netflix, you don't pay to get a Netflix box installed in your house, right?
No, but Netflix, if you log into an account
Yeah.
on a 4K, it'll play 4K.
Yeah, but you also
That's
need
what I'm saying.
you need to buy a certain tier of subscription in order to get that 4K
yeah.
streaming though. That's what I'm saying.
I can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Is the markup comes in that
Mm-hmm.
instead of like Apple. I don't know if you have to pay for a certain subscription tier. If they just let you out the box, I guarantee that it's bundled in with the cost of the actual unit itself and a bit of the subscription.
Yeah.
So that helps them tank that 4K cost. And then for Google has one of the craziest networking setups because of YouTube. They are fucking insane. Like the amount of like data and bandwidth and everything that Google deals with is like baffling to think about. Like think about how the fact that they get YouTube to all these different regions around the world. It isn't just like fucking fly into the top of your house, you know? It's like actually an incredible network.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, you can upload 4K, 8K with a new YouTube account, and it's nothing, and anybody can view that shit.
Yeah. Like that's actually like
Fucking insane.
yeah.
And the fact that it's free, like it is, you know, like
Yeah.
And you can view that shit 4K, 8K.
It wasn't for a little bit, what?
I mean,
it was a lot different back then in YouTube. You had to go through a lot of hoops to actually be allowed to upload more than 10 minutes and larger quality files, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think YouTube just knows that they have the money. They're making fuck ton of money, and they have the resources to do that shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and now they have YouTube whatever Plus or Premium for ads, so people pay for that too.
Not only that, the YouTube Premium also works with YouTube Music. I'll have something to say about YouTube Music. You suck. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah,
anyway,
no, we've heard this.
There's a reason.
Oh my.
I use Spotify. I use Spotify for just about everything.
You know why he doesn't like it? It's because you can't search music in it in a playlist.
Dude, imagine here, road. When you go to your fucking playlist in Spotify, you click that playlist, like, oh, what was that song again? It was by this artist. You search for the artist's name. It will bring up all the songs that you have in your playlist, you know, that are by that artist.
Yeah.
You can't do that in YouTube Music.
Search it in goddamn YouTube, man. Search it in the search bar.
No,
because then you get so many fucking things.
Yeah, you want that actual thing. It's so stupid because what if you want to remove a track from your fucking playlist? You have to scroll. And the only way you can do that is installing a fucking
plugin,
an extension on Google Chrome.
Fuck that.
To be able to do that. Oh,
fuck that.
And that extension is through GitHub.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
When you have to install an extension for the most simple fucking shit.
Oh my god.
It's like, why is this a built-in thing already?
Google hates quality of life.
True.
You know, this is not only with YouTube Music, even with streaming. It's so convoluted.
Oh, the amount of money they've plumbed into streaming and have just done nothing with it. It's actually kind of incredible.
It's like, you know how
they
many
have a fuck ton of money to fucking waste, dude.
Peep this. Okay, you guys all stream on Twitch.
Yes.
Right? What do you do when you go stream on Twitch? Tell me right now.
To start it?
A live button.
You're looking at me like that.
That's it? That's it? Oh, hell. Sit back. Let me tell you a story on how to start a YouTube fucking stream. You have to go to the create section.
Okay.
Make a fucking list of all the shit that's going to be in your fucking stream.
Oh, God.
Right? A title for your stream, a thumbnail for your stream. It's not like, you know, on Twitch where you open, you can see what the person is doing just from its little thing.
Oh,
you can
no.
hover over it. No. You have to go through all this convoluted shit just to click a thing. And then, but if you're in your thing, if you're like the create, the live stream thing, it just randomly sends a notification that you're live, even though you're not live. And people are sitting there like, hey, is there something? I didn't even press the like go live button.
Oh, no. Why?
It's so annoying. But it's like, hey, but you can save these settings. Like, bro, but I have to make a thumbnail every time? Like, why? Fuck. Just dedicate a whole new thing to streaming.
No, I get that. I also think YouTube doesn't give a fuck. Because I think YouTube went in with shorts more, for sure. Like, they see the potential in shorts.
Here. When you're in a stream and you're like, hey, let me gift a sub to this one guy so he doesn't get ads or anything, right? You can't do that because that person has to allow you. You never met, the guy has never met you. Yeah, on YouTube. You have to allow to fucking get subs. Same thing with rating. There isn't a rating culture in fucking YouTube.
That's a huge thing in Twitch. That's such a huge thing.
You want to bring your community over to another stream so you can... No. That person has to allow you for them to, so they can raid you. I'm like, you don't even know the person. You want to surprise them, send over saying, this is their way to combat hate raids. Oh my god.
Good. I haven't raided out in a while, I think. I tried to find someone to raid out the other day in the Warframe category, and all I saw was a big titty VTuber. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go to this big titty VTuber. And then I started watching for 2 minutes, and it was a guy.
Don't lie. You just wanted to go there because of the.
You horny bastard.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude.
I gotta start raiding more people. I raid only people I know.
I mean, that's usually how it goes, right?
I mean,
there's only so many more people I can know in the Warframe category, dude. Like,
the thing is, if I'm streaming Warframe and I'm rating someone in the Warframe category, it's just I don't like some of the to see some of the streams. It's because you know why? It's either some guy doing a fucking AFK thing. It's some guy doing.
There's a lot of AFKs,
right?
I'm curious about the
It's-
AFK, not the AFK, the giveaway stuff. It's everyone now. It's quite literally the entire
Yeah, I
category.
just like
I'm
if
gonna start
anybody
too.
is doing that, I just don't want to go there.
I'm gonna
And
start
I
doing
understand people,
giveaways. now.
yeah, people who want to watch Warframe. It's like, why are you sending us to another different game? Like, cause the
Ah.
Warframe directory's ass. It's fucking
For me,
shit.
also, it's like ever since they released the mobile stuff, right? And we have new players now. A bunch of like dude, we have a 2,000 now in the category. That used to not be the case like a year ago. I'm just
drops.
like, I
It's drops
already
right now, yeah.
know so many people in the category. There's only so many more I can know, and like, I don't know, it's too much.
I don't mind new people in the category. I've never minded that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, I already know who I know. So like, if I find more people through them, that's how, because that's how it went here too. Like, you know, fucking seen Higgs Road, and then from there it went to Az, from there Knight, and then all the other stuff. And I'm like, all right, we're from here, wherever it goes, it goes. You know, it's like a domino effect.
I don't know.
Whereas,
I just want to explore more streams. I'm awful at it.
I'm just tired of seeing a big giant lion with big titties on the goddamn Warframe category.
Sorry, I'll stop streaming when I'm in my lion costume.
But at a certain point, it also does feel like to get ahead in this work category, you got to do giveaways because apparently that's the fucking shit everybody's doing now. Otherwise, you ain't getting shit.
I just don't want
Like,
it. I don't want it. It seems like it's just too much
No.
work for me. It's too much work.
Oh, it is. It is.
I'm not doing giveaways.
Like, it's like the top 10 people, almost pretty much out of them, like 8 out of 10 of them have giveaways going on in like the bottom right or left corner. And you see that little fucking giveaways happening and see all the names that are in there. And then you're like, giveaway this relic or giveaway this fucking set of Prime and all that shit. I actually
enter
hate...
now, guys. Come on, giveaways. Did you know that? Come enter the giveaways. Yeah.
Like, dude.
I don't know why it sounds like that, but
I was
that's
gonna
what it
say,
is.
oh, you know a lot of people that sound like that, man.
I know, right? That's like my.
You got a lot of
voice.
people. You got a lot of guys that just sound like the same person.
It's like, come on, man.
I don't know.
Or you get some fucking guy streaming like this
I feel
with
like that's
bots.
That's me.
With fucking bots.
That's me.
Oh,
That's me, Governor. So I've got a guy who comes into my
God.
chat and uses the TTS. He's like, all right, I know you like paying for the bots to watch your streams, but it's going to cost extra if you start insulting them and expecting them to interact with you. I just think it's a funny copy pasta. I don't know. The
Yeah,
giveaway
dude.
things, you know.
Oh yeah, that view blotter came back into the Warframe directory for a
Oh
little bit.
boy. Oh boy. I don't know. The giveaway thing, it's like, you know what? Do your thing. I can it's I think we talked about it before. It's a morals thing, like in terms of like there is nothing inherently wrong with doing giveaways. There's just
isn't.
There isn't.
Like, if
it's
you're-
just
If you're
I don't
a chill
know.
person, I'd still fuck with you. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're
Like-
chill ass dude, you could do giveaways. I still fuck with you. It's just,
Yeah.
I see that shit and I'm like, fuck, dude. Because
For
like, is that
me-
what I gotta fucking do to get ahead?
No, for me, it's spontaneous, right? I would get something like, hey, yeah, today let's do a giveaway, right? And it'll only be like 1 or 2 items. That's it. I'm not sitting there hourly just to do a giveaway. No, that's fucked up. So speaking of which, I just opened up the directory right now. There's 1, 2,
No, please,
3,
no.
4 VTubers. Okay.
oh, we're
And
just
then
breaking it down now.
there's-
All right.
Yeah. This is a VTuber.
Just front page.
there's
Just
a-
front page.
Yeah, front page is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giveaway streams right now. And I scrolled a bit down. There's more VTubers.
But I think for giveaways,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing giveaways and then putting it in the title because I'm like, why the fuck would I give
This
away
is
to
this
new
this is me
people?
reading on the
I
title.
wanna
right there.
I wanna give away to the people that are actually supporting me in there. You know, not like
Mhm.
some random bozo that comes like, hey, I got 900 plat because I went to a stream and then he's never gonna show up again. I want to give it to the
Oh,
people
yeah.
that are actually there and in the fucking stream talking and participating. And so like I would rather not even put a giveaway in my title unless it's like some
Yeah.
special event or I don't know.
There's 2 titles here. So there's platinum plus giveaways. There's platinum
Let
giveaway.
me look that shit up.
All right, and one of them is someone we know as well. So
For me, again, I know why people are doing the giveaways more often than not. It's a partner push thing. They want partner.
it's the
Understandable.
wrong way to do it. Wrong way to fucking do it.
Well,
I'm
I'm not done, guys. For me, the reason I haven't done it or anything like that is, outside of it just being a headache in terms of managing people. Like, I didn't win the giveaway. What? I've had people. I've done giveaways. Like, if you're doing just random giveaways and stuff, and like saying like, oh, I'm doing giveaways today. It's like, yeah, whatever, fine.
Here's something that a lot of people don't like to hear, right? Success doesn't come right away.
No, I accepted a long time. Part of the reason why I kind of just part of the reason I haven't done exactly that is because I've accepted that if I'm truly as madly in love with kind of this as I am, I have to accept that I'm going to be doing this for a long time, and that not necessarily. First off, don't diminish what you have with what you don't. I'm extremely happy and lucky, I think, to have the community that I have, even remotely. Is it as much as everyone else's? No, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to get better, but I also don't. The thing that makes me worried about the giveaway stuff is, one, are you locking yourself into that? As soon as I get partner, and there's two roads to that. Is three roads technically. Road one, you do your giveaways, you get partner, you stop. The big fear is, if I stop, is everyone just gonna disperse? The second one is that you don't stop and you're locked into the giveaways. You just keep going. You just keep going. You keep your viewers up and stuff. And albeit you keep those numbers up, and there'll be people who are actually in there to watch you, etc. Not that there isn't people in those giveaway streams who are there to watch the person. Blah blah blah. But yeah, you just keep going. And then the other one is just, oh god, I forgot. But like, it's just. I don't know. It's one of those things to me, is that if I'm using it kind of as a gauge of like, how am I doing? I don't look at the numbers that often. I don't really care about hunting for the check mark that much. I really don't. It feels like a personal validation thing, and albeit it holds value in that sponsors, people, like, if you want to make a living, eventually you're going to have to try and get partner. But I'm also not going to kill myself over it. If it doesn't come now, it'll have to. I imagine if I get to where I want to get to, it'll come later. And maybe it's just a thing of like, maybe right now I just don't need to be on Twitch as much. Maybe I need to be somewhere else. YouTube.
That's
blah
the thing.
blah blah.
Like, yeah, you have to go to other platforms. Yep. I started on YouTube, and I'm still on YouTube, but I'm also doing Twitch.
Yep.
I should be doing like Twitter and other shit, but it's just too much. I'm doing as much as I can by myself.
Of course. Right? Well, that's the other thing, is like, it's one thing I've looked at too, and I kind of had an epiphany about the like last week, was an interesting thought of like, because I've listened to like other success stories of like, so George Carlin, whenever he would write new material, for anyone who's familiar with him, he would do a new special every year almost towards the end of his career, which anybody who knows anything about performing or comedy or anything like that is insane. That's crazy. It's a whole new set of jokes and everything, and he'd go for an hour or so on stage, selling out arenas, Madison Square Garden, etc. And his thing was like, I would just start over every year. All the jokes from last year, I literally threw them out. And I kind of thought about that of like, to a degree, do you have to be willing to let it all burn down to get to like that next point? Like, obviously you gotta have a plan. You can't just hell the leather it. But if you want to like, let's say you're doing really well in Warframe, but you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I hate this. I've had that point, but it's also like, okay, I want to start doing other things. You just kind of start trying stuff out. You got to be willing to let your one side kind of burn so you can start on the next side. I've always thought that's an interesting thing. I have no idea if it work or anything, or maybe I'm just fucking some bozo, but I don't know. I feel like it's a bit true for life too sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I don't know. I mean, I get the whole long-term stuff, that's for sure. I mean, I've
You
kind of
have
come
to-
to a point where like I can't do shit until I graduate college. I know that for a fact. I don't have the time, nor do I have the motivation.
Yeah.
Until I have college, so I'm just like, and shit. I've been streaming for 2 years, and I've actually been declining just because I get busy and I take months off. And
Yeah,
shit
and
like
consistency really fucks up your
that.
viewership.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not under my control. Like that is literally finals come, and I have to take a month off, and shit happens. But it's like, it's a long game, and if you like what you do, you just
keep doing it for the love of the thing.
And who cares in 20 years you get somewhere or not get somewhere, as long as like I still think to this day my streams are much better than they were a year ago, even though a year ago I had more viewers. But I think they're more entertaining now than they were a year ago.
Yeah, because you learn new things and you're adapting a certain type of way of streaming.
It's really maddening to try and silence the I want to be successful now though.
Yeah.
And just like to a degree like that, if you wanna There's a lot of ways to do that, like in terms of for certain people.
You have to be consistent. You have to put in a lot of work. Time and effort is another thing. You can't stomp. A lot of people think, I can just do it here. I want to go here. No, it's consistency.
The other thing is, even if you do get successful, there's another layer to it. Like, dude, you remember when you were at 10, 5 viewers, and now you get 15 and 20, and that's the new normal, and you're like, okay, I want to get to 30. And 20 doesn't seem as big as anymore.
Setting that bar constantly for yourself of you hit 10 followers, now you have to hit 20. There's no time to celebrate.
And
you just set the bar.
Like it's nothing, and it's like
that's one thing that I think drives some people insane is just the never pat on the back. Just go, just go.
You're like, okay, now I gotta go do something else to make this full time, and then
you know what?
Full time.
I started Twitch just for like fun. I didn't really. I was just like I would stream once a week every Monday. It was such a weird thing, right? But there were a few people who showed up. They're like, "Oh yeah." So from that like once a week thing, I had to like find a way to like stream and make videos because I was making more videos than I was streaming.
Yeah.
So then I had to like split up my days. So I'd have to do more streams and
innovate.
Also have time for my videos. And I was like watching some people and they were like making a schedule talking about how you split up things. And I found a working system now where I stream. Like I would stream pretty much every day, and every other day I would make a video.
Yeah.
Release a video.
Yeah. And I'm sure it was like a frustrating and exhausting process too.
Dude, and it's still thing. Like sometimes I feel like, I still don't have time to do anything.
Yep.
And I just can't stop.
Probably more to my detriment than anything is my want to put things off until I have absolutely everything like in terms of like I've got the stuff to do it. And one of the big things for me for YouTube is like camera, because it
depends on what content you're doing.
There's so much. So there's a few things I want to do. I don't think I'm gonna be a one thing trick pony, at least not at the start. One thing I'm edging towards is one. I don't think I can leave Warframe completely behind, but I'm not becoming a main Warframe. Edging. But there's also like, okay, what would be a type of Warframe content I'd be interested in? It'd probably be a mishmash. I've got some fun movement tech I could show in terms of that, but I think I want to do more. I think I asked you this one time you rated, and then I just asked my chat of like, is there a audience you guys think for critical Warframe content in terms of like reviewing certain things and saying this is wrong, or this like. What's an example I can give this to? Like looking at this and like, this needs to change. Like, this is something that is ridiculous. Here's why, blah, 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 blah. And here's how you fix it. Like, you would offer a solution. You can't just be like, I don't know what to do, guys. This is just fucking dog shit. Like, just complain about it for 20. Which sometimes you have to do. It's a legitimate argument of like, this is just awful. I don't know what you have to do, but this is terrible. Like it's an actual thing, but like if there's something you can do, like be like just change it, you know, or whatever. That'd be probably the only Warframe content I'd be interested in making. I can't do builds. I think builds
Speaking of
are
that movement tech, I was thinking of actually making a video about different types of movement and survivability and how they improve your survivability. Because I see a lot of people who are saying, I'm using the same build, but I keep on dying. And then when you see their gameplay, they're like,
boom. Yep. Very point
move,
quick. Yep.
You know, just fucking move.
It's a huge movement is a huge part of Warframe in particular. But yeah, stuff like that, like critiquing content and stuff.
I don't need to move.
I press a button.
Go away.
But yeah, like one of the things that drives me wild is what the fuck? One of the things that drives me wild sometimes is people's. I never see anybody in Warframe, at least to my knowledge, very few people in the game use momentum in that game. Momentum is so insanely strong on like clearing maps, like just bouncing across them. Like I'll do my little, for those familiar, I'll do my little operator spin thing. Don't worry about it. And then part of the reason I can clear so much ground is not only like the actual launch, but also if I can time the bounce so he doesn't just stagger on the ground, you can get a bunch of hops. It's almost like bee hopping in like CSGO and stuff.
Yeah.
Just keeping that momentum going and then knowing when to like let go and then just keep going. But no, the movement in Warframe is so important if you want to like just go nuts. And if you do it well, it looks clean. It looks fucking nice.
It is.
But yeah, I don't know. But that's one of my things is like I do this with a lot of stuff is like I won't do something until I'm like like I have maybe not all the equipment necessary, but like I feel like I've got what I want to do. And I've also I'm going to be extra as hell. I'll be honest. That's part of the reason the camera's so important to me. Is because I'm going to do like, I'm going to record internally on the camera, I'm going to record the display, and then I'm going to do, it's going to be a whole fucking mess. And I know it's going to take way more time than it should, and I could do things quicker, but for me, part of it is I want to make something, A, I'm proud of, and B, it's just something that I consider of quality. Even if I'm not like, I'm a 21-year-old bozo. I'm not going to have like the most insightful takes and probably going to have a lot of dog shit takes at that. But
it's like, how dare you say that?
But if I felt good uploading it or whatever, then that's all I can ask for. And part of that, I think, for me is just, you know, confidence in that I'm doing the best I can hardware and everything else wise. So I don't know. I'm an eccentric and extra motherfucker though. I don't know. Doc hates it.
I think it's wasting money.
Probably.
You have two cameras. I'm just.
This one's my mom's that is like 15 years old.
So it works.
This one overheats and pisses me off because it's a pain in the dick to edit with. Because it'll record hour-and-a-half blocks, stop, and then just restart itself. I know.
157, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about time.
I'm going to die.
I gotta go do my daily winkage here soon too. So
no, sorry, we're conflicting with your masturbation schedule.
Damn right. I have.
Night did his before the podcast.
Real question: lotion or Vaseline?
Huh? We're not talking about that. We'd already talked about this a long time ago.
Answer it. Lotion.
Answer the question, Doc. Answer the question. You use Clorox wipes?
Vaseline? Hey!
Are those Clorox wipes?
Clorox wipes, yeah, those are.
Holy shit, that's insane, man. That's intense.
You know,
that's intense. Why do you have so many wipes at your desk, dude?
Because my mouse gets
Oh
oily,
my
dude,
god, you freaks.
And sometimes, you want to have a clean
What are those wipes? Oh my god.
These are heavy duty.
Dude, it looks like you shit in your hand.
Oh, that's grease, man.
That's not grease. That isn't no grease.
That's grease. Look at that. Look at that.
No, stop showing me your diarrhea fingers.
3rd-degree burn or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's wiping the black away.
Oh my god, dude. No.
That's about it from us today, guys. Right, we've come full circle. Wow. Right the Oreo is out. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Bye.
You're also gonna have like knives to stay protected.
Are we good? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
You guys good?
Wait. Let's say a goodbyes.
I said a goodbye. You decided to go nuclear.
You guys have a good one. Thank you so much for listening in on today's podcast. It was a weird one. What do it's enough
Talked about
Warframe
Warframe.
talk. Yeah, too much Warframe.
Yeah, a
talk.
lot of
I don't wanna
Warframe
do
talking today.
Next
Yeah.
next podcast.
Promise.
It's not about Warframe.
Yeah, blame Road.
Hey, easy there.
It's
Easy
that
there.
soul patch. He thinks it could be insightful nowadays.
Soul patch? Soul
He's
patch.
growing up with the soul. It's coming out of him because of it.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys. I'll shave that next week.
Nah, I keep it. Grow it out a bit more, actually.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
Bye.
Thank you so much for hanging out. You guys have a good one. Bye bye.